Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to our final installment here on Evolution this season. Kicking off Final Testament 2 Night 1, we will have the Doctor of Darkness himself in Karrion Kross looking to end this rivalry once and for all. As I just said, Kross and Spears have been at each other's throat all year. The Dangerous, the Deadly Alliance at the House of Black's throat. They have had their number called all year, and this man has had something to say week after week. Kross has really struggled in singles competition this year, as well as in the tag team division, looking to get over here toward the end. And on the other side, a flash of lightning, the leader of the Dangerous Deadly Alliance. This is Shawn Spears. The complete opposite side of the story for Spears and the Dangerous Deadly Alliance, as they have been victorious throughout this chaotic season.
Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears!
Spears joined alongside Dark Phantom and Baron Corbin, able to grab a few victories in the tag team division as well as a few in the singles. It has been one hell of a year for the NXT standout. And just like Karrion Kross, Shawn Spears will be looking to end this rivalry once and for all. What a way to kick off night one here on Final Testament.
The following contest is a casket match. There are no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent inside of the casket. After closing the casket lid shut, the remaining superstar
There are a few rules if you are not familiar with this absolute classic of a matchup.
Let the match begin!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not excited for this, you might as well go ahead and kick the can. Immediately, both superstars able to get a few blows off. And this is what we have seen all throughout the years with this heated rivalry. Shawn Spears able to just ragdoll Karrion Kross around the ring. If I'm Kross, I'm going to look to get this matchup dirty early. What a reversal there from Karrion. Moving outside the ring a little bit here. What a maneuver there from Shawn Spears, able to roll out of harm's way. And both of these men just avoiding each other. Whipped into the corner. Karrion Kross was taking his time, took too much time. Chain wrestling back and forth. Here we go. Spears says that's all you got from Kross. Now both men back and forth. I don't know who got the worst of that exchange there. Spears able to get on top on offense. A kendo stick has been brought into the equation. Karrion Kross not going to let that happen. Smart move there from the Doctor of Darkness. And once again, the leader of the Dangerous Deadly Alliance showing you why he is so dangerous, showing you why he is so deadly. And a big whiff there by the kendo stick once again. Kross avoids destruction and a reversal from Spears. The story continues to write itself here. Shawn Spears back on offense. Ladies and gentlemen, the casket is open. First superstar to enter the casket and shut the lid on their opponent will be victorious. Here we go. Spears not going to go down easy. Most of the damage has been done to Kross anyways. And the first hit from the kendo stick comes from the Doctor of Darkness. Just as I said, that is what he is going to need to throw in this match if he is going to come out a winner. And once again, possibly looking to get his opponent into that casket. A few whacks with the kendo stick will do that for you. And once again, Spears not down and out that easy. Kross flops on his back, and Spears recovers. Interesting maneuver there from Spears, shutting the lid of the casket. And just whipping his opponent around the ring, like I said, like a rag doll. And now on the top rope, big cross body by Shawn Spears. And that ring post, the only thing in the way of a little more damage to Karrion Kross. Excuse me. A big reversal from Kross. Maybe looking to open that casket back up. And what a scene here from the first match of Final Testament as we are back in action. Whipped back into the ring, and Spears back on offense once again. And this could be the end for Karrion Kross. Early on, not going to go out easy. Kross gets a reversal of his own. And you just know House of Black and the Dangerous Deadly Alliance is lurking in the background. Would not be surprised if either faction makes an appearance. Big snap DDT. Onto that kendo stick. A little more damage to the back of the head. Both of these men are great martial artists outside of the ring. And you can see it here tonight as another slam there from Shawn Spears. And once again, Kross back into the casket. This could be it. The beginning of the end for Karrion Kross. No. Kross out once again. 2-2. Who will get the final pinfall? Who will close the lid? Karrion Kross taking a book out of Shawn Spears. And this is going to be it. Open that lid, end this match if you are Karrion Kross. Your opponent is down and out. There's never been a more perfect time. And what are you doing? Giving your opponent more time to recover? Yeah, Shawn Spears definitely not going to take that for granted, trying to get a reversal. But Karrion Kross absolutely locked in. No! Big whip from Shawn Spears. The taunt might have cost Kross this matchup. No! Once again, a little more action. Outside of the ring once again. Kross looking to get some weaponry into the match. And Shawn Spears has something to say about that. Great reversal, great fight from both of these superstars. And this crowd is absolutely fired up. I do not know how much left Shawn Spears has left in the tank. And he's tapping, but it doesn't matter. This match is not over. Do not ring the bell. It continues on. And that has got to be a great sign if you are Karrion Kross. Your opponent has just tapped out. You essentially have the match won. All you need to do is lock in. Some frustration starting to boil over from Karrion Kross. Took in enough beating on this season from the Dangerous Deadly Alliance. And this could be it. What a reversal from Shawn Spears. Maybe too much damage inflicted from Karrion Kross. But no! Kross stays alive. What a fight. And once again, Spears reaching for the wood, reaching for the kendo stick. And once again, we're going outside the ring. A perfectly executed game plan from Karrion Kross here tonight. He has looked fantastic. Will this be enough to get that lid closed? Big reversal, another snap DDT. Spears back on offense. And Kross is busted open. Taking a page out of Karrion Kross's book. Again, no men can seem to get action on their side. Outside of the ring, reversal after reversal. And this can't be good. If you're Shawn Spears, into the casket! And that's gotta be it! End this match! Oh no, no! Shawn Spears still alive. Kross looking absolutely dominant. But just when you think this match is over, Shawn Spears keeps fighting back. An absolute classic. Oh no, on the chair. Shawn Spears is busted as well. We've got blood on both men. Yeah, if you're Karrion Kross, I think you just need to get your opponent as quick as you can into that casket. Too much damage. A casket is going to be the perfect place for one of these men. The final resting place, indeed. And into that iron of the ring post. And once again, begging his opponent to tap out. And he will. For a second time here tonight, Karrion Kross is taking over. Whip back into the ring. Goes Karrion Kross. Shawn Spears, after that big finishing move on the top rope, giving you all he has got. A big elbow drop. What a comeback for Spears. That sledgehammer back on the side of the leader of the Dangerous Deadly Alliance, as it has been so many times this year. What a brutal, bloody matchup we have on our hands here tonight. Kross back on offense. Big reversal. Come on. Please. End it all. I don't know how much more Shawn Spears can take if he kicks out of this. And that will do it. Karrion Kross ends the greatest rivalry of all time here on Evolution. What a comeback story it was for Kross. Struggled all year. When he joined the House of Black, maybe not the best acquisition if you were Aleister and Brody King. However, what a way to rewrite the rivalry, as in the final matchup, Karrion Kross put Shawn Spears in his final resting place. What a night it was for Shawn Spears. What a fight it was. However, 2 end of days will do it all. If awards weren't already over, this might just be a match of the year candidate. I said it before and I'll say it again. What a way to start out Final Testament. And we are just getting started.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Women's Championship.
You heard that correctly. A championship match. And here to regain that title will be no other than Nia Jax. Started off this year on Evolution absolutely dominant. No one, and I mean not one woman, in this division stood in her way until Bayley came in and absolutely kicked Nia Jax's ass. Lash Legend and Nia Jax joined together and created one of the most dominant tag teams that we have seen so far on Evolution, until the champion herself joined Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler to start this absolutely dominant run. And here she comes, the champ herself. Show some respect for the greatest role model of all time, Bayley. And you can just guarantee every wrestling fan right now at home and in the arena is on the side of Bayley here tonight. For the first time in a long time, the champion may be coming into this match as an underdog. She is going to need the Evolution Universe on her side if she is going to pull off this victory and retain her title.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, and her opponent from San Jose, California, the ECW Women's Champion, Bayley.
And here we go, Bayley, never afraid of a fight, never afraid of a challenge. And that is exactly what is going to happen here in this match. It is going to be a fight. It is going to be a challenge. Here we go. First championship match of the night. And that right there is what you run into facing Nia Jax, an absolute brick wall. Just like last matchup, if Bayley is going to beat her opponent, she needs to get down and dirty and quick. None of this technical stuff. You are not going to be able to win a classic fight against Nia Jax. Already pin attempt. And a kick out at one. Roll up by Bayley. What a sequence there from both fighters. A lot of athleticism, especially from the strong, lengthy Nia Jax. So far, Bayley looking locked in though. A few reversals. However, this has been the story so far. And outside of the ring has been a theme tonight. A spinning back fist missed there by Nia. Both these girls going at it. And a big face plant to the end of the apron. Again, the partnership of Nia Jax and Lash Legend worked out beautifully in WWE as well as here on Evolution. They were dominant in the women's tag division, as small as a division as it was. They defeated everyone like the Kabuki Warriors, Zoe and Shayna Baszler. I mean, everyone in their way they defeated, but here we go. Bayley showing you why she is the champion of the singles division, not the tag division. And maybe showboating a little bit. A no-sell from Nia. Big mistake from Bayley. Bayley looking great. The elbows by the challenger and a big boot to the face of the champion. Bayley is down and out. And this is not what you want to see. If you are the champion on the ground with someone like Nia Jax standing over you with a kendo stick. Oh my God. Bayley able to eat it though. That is why she is the champion. Some offense. What a comeback. And a big drop kick to the chest of Nia Jax. Once again whipped into the corner. Jax going up. And a big reversal. Just grabbing the champion like a paperweight. But a pin attempt. Doesn't even get to one, and a roll up from Bayley. Once again. Both of these divas going back and forth. Neither able to get a hold on their opponent. And back into the corner, you see the strategy from Bayley. This is what you need if you are Bayley. Bring in a little wood, bring in a little metal. Make it dirty. He just slips out of the way of Nia, but no, a big face plant to the ground. Jax able to corral the champion back inside the ring and grab a chair. And Bayley smart for getting out of the way, but no. The chair will find you anyways. And another pin attempt from Nia Jax. Bayley back on offense here. Just whipping her opponent across the ring. And a big elbow to the nose of the challenger. The champ looking for a comeback of her own. And a big faced smacker on the chair. This could be it. No, a leg kick out at 2. You gotta be flustered if you're Bayley. How diminishing is that? I don't know how that did not bust open the forehead. The big Samoan, big skull. And a submission. Nia hasn't seen this so far here on Evolution. Will we see a tap? No. Easily gets out of that. Not where you want to be if you're Bayley. And back into the corner for the champion this time. We've seen that before. Nope. Not surprised there from the strength of Bayley. Trying to lift up her opponent. And Nia Jax going to show you why she is here with that strength. Jax setting up the table. Up. And down we go. Just missing the table. Maybe saving that for later. Another pin attempt. Will we see a roll-up reversal? Jax may be letting her opponent, maybe showing some mercy. And another big boot. This one busts open the face of the champion. A submission of her own from Nia Jax. And once again a reversal. What a reversal from Bayley. Big clothesline. And taunting the challenger to get up. A little distraction. Looking to add a little bit more weaponry to this matchup. And a sledgehammer. Once again, outside the ring here. The champion looking absolutely fantastic tonight. She came in this match for the first time ever here on Evolution as an underdog in a championship match. And she is defying the odds. Champion, a smart move, grabbing a kendo stick here, beating up her downed opponent. Again, look at this scene here at Final Testament 2. If you watched us at any point this year, we really appreciate your viewership. And these superstars, do not take that for granted as well. An absolute banger of a matchup in the second match here tonight. Bayley, realizing the opportunity at stake, must whip her opponent into the ring. No! Nia back on offense, whipping Bayley around like a ragdoll per usual. And now, the champion on her back. Just like last matchup, damage is more of a factor than getting a win here, apparently. Not too much history between these two divas right here. However, they have both built their own legacy. And Bayley looking to build on that legacy. This could be it. A big pin attempt. 1, 2. And once again, a big kick out at 2 for the challenger. But you've got to be impressed if you're the fan base of Bayley. What a fight shown from the champion here. And a big Samoan headbutt. Oh no. A big drop from Jax. 1, 2. We have ourselves a new champion. What a fight from Bayley. She worked her ass off, but just fell short of the big Samoan in Nia Jax. Starting off the year champion and ending the year champion. Like I said, a legacy has been built this year, no doubt, for the Queen of the Ring herself, in Nia Jax.
Here is your winner and new ECW Women's Champion, The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the ECW Underground Championship.
And here we go, another championship match, this one in the Underground division. What a night it has been so far, and it is only the third match here on Final Testament 2. And here we go for gold. I apologize for not commentating during the entrances. However, I just had to let you bask in the glory of these two superstars right here. So much history between these two. Isaac Swagger, a former, the first ever Underground champion here on Evolution. However, that title was stripped away from him by no other than the Sandman and has been held by since. Swagger, no stranger to underground matches. This is where he is most comfortable. However, the champion in the exact same boat. I don't exactly know how either of these men are going to gain the advantage. This is going to be a brutal one. At least if you're Swagger, you have a little pull on your side. Dash Wade sitting in the back. Already Sandman busted open though on a big knee from Isaac Swagger. And as I was saying, Swade sitting in the back, watching omnisciously on this matchup. And whipped into the ring post outside of the ring. Swagger exactly where he wants to be. Now having to move out of the way here. A big reversal by the challenger into a clothesline.
Introducing the challenger. From Indiana, weighing in at 206 pounds, the All-American Isaac!
Swagger back again on offense.
And his opponent from Philadelphia, weighing in at 240 pounds, the ECW Underground
spoke too soon, a big boot. Bust open Swagger as well. We've got blood again. These two superstars back in the ring, not exactly sure how much longer that will last. And gosh, the Sandman just trying to pull the face of Isaac Swagger apart. Again, the only way somebody can leave this matchup, well, is if they are conscious. And what a reversal there by Swagger, and a big knee. Again, this crowd having to move all over the place. So much action here so far tonight. And up to the ring. What is this, a shovel? I don't know that we've ever seen a shovel here in an underground match. Sandman just able to shake the damage off. There we go, back in the ring. 4 now. And the Sandman looking to put Swagger to sleep. Big reversal. Wrestling is not where you want to be if you are the champion. You want to be bloody. You want to bruise your opponent. But you do not want to grapple with this man. Swagger once again looking to get more weaponry involved here. Swing for the fences, says Isaac Swagger, to the back of the head, and a miss. And a big drop kick by the Sandman. What a match this has been. Again, winner will leave a champion with an opportunity at a Legends title. Could we see the first double champ here on Evolution? Swagger looking fantastic here as the challenger. We've already seen one new champion here tonight. Will we see another? Moves there. Showing you what he's still got in his arsenal, what he's got left. And he obviously still in his prime, or he wouldn't have gold around his waist. Never, and I mean never, count this man out. And that's got to be it. Huge pile driver from the Sandman. I don't know how much more Swagger can take. And a kendo stick. That's it. A controversial call from the ref. I saw Swagger stand up. He called it early. Are you kidding me? You cannot end it that way. You cannot end Final Testament with a controversial call if you are Swagger. Dash Suede will definitely have something to say about this matchup. Looking at a few replays here across this match, a lot of damage was inflicted there to Swagger, and that pile driver almost did it to him. However, on this controversial call, Swagger stands up, but the ref turns his back, leaving the Sandman the final underground champion.
here is your winner, and still ECW Underground Champion, the Sandman.
And moving right along, here we go. Little difficulty during the entrances here in this match. But if you missed this matchup all year, it has been a brewing on Unstoppable. These men were on each other's side in secret, however, in public they are enemies. The champion, Jon Moxley, will be defending his title here right now against Tommy Dreamer. Again, as I said, this is an unstoppable matchup. Tommy Dreamer looking to start the revolution here on night one, going up top early from the big man. And a pin attempt already. Very questionable decision there from Dreamer. Moxley able to kick out. You can just guarantee that Mac Daddy is sitting in the back, watching this matchup, wondering who will take the victory. Will he have to choose a side? Roll-up attempt by the champion. And a big clothesline. And the champ absolutely disrespecting his opponent all year. Ooh. Another clothesline by Moxley. The champion looking great. But a big reversal by Dreamer. Just as every other match has been tonight, you can guarantee destruction. A perfect place match on this card as Dreamer is busted up. Trash can already from Moxley. Dreamer just able to avoid danger, just able to avoid that trash can, and a pin attempt. Very close already. Kick out at 2. And a sleeper by Moxley. Could this be it? Could Moxley retain the television championship right here? No. Dreamer able to reverse. Big side slam by Dreamer. Looking to get a weapon of his own, most likely. Moxley able to recover. Dreamer needs to hurry up. Pull out something of his choosing. He grabs a ladder. If he's not already as tall as he needs to be. And back in the ring here. Challenger looking to inflict a little damage of his own. Dreamer with a big DDT near the trash can. This could be it for Moxley. No, kick out of 2. Both men, 2 late kickouts here. This could be a quick one. A big leg drop on Dreamer there. And now a chair. Get out of the way, champ. Reverses it. And a big DDT, face buster. Moxley starting to gain a little momentum of his own. And once again, back under the ring, back under that apron. What will we see? Another trash can, if one wasn't good enough. And throws it on his opponent, who's down. Moxley looking good. And two perfect superstars to represent the television division. They're on Unstoppable, absolute masterclass every week. Moxley able to reverse a few of these strikes from Dreamer, looking good on defense. And throw up and down. This could be it, new champion. And another kick out of two. I think one more of those and it'll be it for Moxley. A big snap DDT. New champion, here we go. And that's it. Wow. What a match from Moxley. What a match from Dreamer. A new champion. That fast. And if you're the savior over there on Unstoppable, you have got to be smiling from ear to ear right now. A great fight from both of your superstars, some of the top over there on Unstoppable. And showing out tonight here on night one. Dreamer looked there, down and out with that pin attempt. But was really able to turn the tides there at the end of the match. Few snap DDTs. That does it. Tommy Dreamer returning home as the television champion once again.
Here is your winner and new ECW World Television Champion, Tommy Draven. The following is a triple threat Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Undisputed Championship.
This matchup gives me absolute goosebumps. This is gonna be a banger. Adam Copeland, formerly holding the championship here in the men's division on Evolution, as well as dominating the tag team division with his longtime best friend in Christian Cage. No one could stand in their way. However, standing in Adam Copeland's way tonight, it's going to be interesting because in his way will be no other than his longtime friend in Christian Cage. Copeland, aka Edge, has had a long career in wrestling. And here may just be the biggest match of his life. And Christian Cage seeing his opportunity and calling his shot. Maybe Mr. Revolutionary 2.0.
And introducing the
making his way down to the ring here.
The Originals from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Again, able to hold for a short period of time here on Evolution this year, alongside his longtime friend with Edge. However, that will change. And these two, both Edge and Christian, have a lot of history with the champion as well in Kenny Omega. They've been at each other's throats all year on Evolution. This match is bound once again to be a brutal one. Lock in and grab some popcorn. Kenny Omega, the champion himself, making an appearance once and one more final time here on Evolution.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 224 pounds.
Now that silver belt looks great around the waist of Kenny Omega, but this may just be, like I had mentioned before, one of his hardest matchups of all time. Definitely the hardest match he has ever had on Evolution. A lot of experience in Japan, much experience in the Indies and on AEW, and now he finds himself in front of a Hall of Famer, two future Hall of Famers. Will he solidify himself as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time if Kenny Omega wins this match here tonight? Three absolute behemoths of Evolution. As I had mentioned, Christian Cage called his shot earlier on in the past couple of weeks, and he's confident that he will come out victorious. For the first time in a long time, if I'm not mistaken, for the first time, well, ever, Christian Cage and Edge will be against each other. But will that turn out to bite Kenny Omega in the butt? Because now, well, whether they're facing each other or not, the OGs are in the same ring together. Maybe a mistake for Kenny Omega. And nope, just like that, Christian Cage showing you what he's here for. A big knee to the face of Edge. Omega not going to let that go slightly, taking his opportunity when he sees them as well, and calling his shots right to Christian Cage's face. Edge perching omnisciently, waiting for his moment. And he's going to strike. No. Omega might be busted up here. And a big running knee misses. And that chair making rounds around the ring. First pin attempt of the night. A kick out at 2 already. What a banger of a night it has been here on night 1 of Final Testament 2. Once again, if you joined us at all throughout the year, we really appreciate your viewership. It means more than you know. And there would be no other way than I would rather end the year. AJ will slip out of harm's way just in time. And Christian with the reversal of his own. Once again, though, Omega taunting, and that's going to cost him. Edge fired up. Once again, out on the apron. Big knee-to-knee action. Page trying to dodge his opponent, maybe going to grab a weapon. Realizing what's going on. A big pedigree. No. Reversal from Cage. Oh no. Edge looking in the background. You know a spear could come at any moment. A big DDT. In my opinion, this matchup is just going to come down to, well, who is standing last. This is basically an underground match. Going to be a lot of action going on just like that as the ref is ran into. A lot going on around the ring. Cage on the apron. Edge looking for a few chest chops. A la Sheamus. And that just gives Kenny Omega time to recover. Big mistake. And now a huge one-on-one opportunity for the champion. Just whipping his opponent around the ring. Both men in the corner. Edge rallying him up. Again, once one person strikes, the other one just waits. A big sharpshooter. All men damage here in the ring. Who's going to stand tall? Going to be Christian Cage. And Omega going to end it all here with that knee. Edge's been down and out for a minute. Uh-oh. The sledgehammer that won Edge the championship in week 1 against Cody Rhodes. Could he do it again? No. Reversal by Omega. A big backbreaker on the apron. Christian Cage no-sells it and says, "What do you got?" So much history between those two. I cannot imagine how frustrated both of them may be. Omega showing you why he is the champion here, waiting for his turn, per usual. Waiting for his opponent to get up. Can't do anything outside of the ring. A lot of action going on here. This could be the beginning of the end. All you need to do is get your opponent in the middle of the ring and pin him. Omega plotting. Trash cans and ladders and sledgehammers. We got it all. A big boot attempt misses by Edge. And a big backbreaker by Omega. One. Nope. Slips out of harm's way is Christian Cage. Now on his longtime friend, a spear. That could be it. And Omega gets up in time. And another spear. No, reversal by Omega. Here we go. Kenny Omega. Reversal by Edge. What a main event this has been for all three superstars. What a night it has been for Final Testament. And what a year it has been here on Evolution. Edge looking to end it. Big one-on-one matchup as Christian Cage gives Edge his opportunity. Back in the matchup, Christian Cage. Another pin attempt broken up by an opponent. Cage has been waiting. He's got something loaded up for Omega. And Omega says, nope. I've got something loaded up for you. Another big boot by Edge. You know that spear is loading. Here we go. Christian Cage getting up just in time though. Big spear by Edge. The champion down and out. And now back on his feet. Reversal. And now a big pedigree into a pile driver from the champion. Edge has been down. Edge is out.
Here is your winner, and still ECW Undisputed Champion, Kenny Omega.